witches. It's me, Ginger Rose from A Witch's Council. And we're going to go ahead and get that love energy in the room. Give you your April love reading. All right, my beautiful Leo witches. We are using the Tarot of Sexual Magic deck. So we're just going to go ahead and dive right in. Yeah, there's definitely excitement. There's the time is speeding up. There's new things that are very exciting for you. Ooh. Let's go ahead and give it one more shuffle, okay? Love seeing everything open up. Foundation, getting some foundation cards to talk about the foundation of your love life, Leo witches. The World in reverse and the Star card on top. So the foundation of everything right now is that there's a new cycle trying to begin and open up, but an old cycle of your life needs to close. So something needs to, come to an end naturally here and be allowed for your wish to come through and be fulfilled, because you have the Star card showing that you yourself are a very it can't come in until an old cycle closes. That's the foundation. So you do have somebody that you're desiring. This is for those Leo lovers. Let's look at your energy, Leo witches. You're desiring this person, but something had to end. We'll have to take a look at that because there's changes in your cycle, right? It's a cycle. There's a lot of reflections. Maybe it's like a lesson that needs to be learned. We got the 5 of Swords and Justice popped out. So you are having a change in the way that you think and communicate. And that's probably the end of the cycle that we're trying to get through and get to, is there's got to be some type of a change in your mentality about love in order to achieve this new start with this new person. And we do have Justice, which makes me wonder, things will definitely be fair for everyone involved, and it will definitely turn out balanced. But I'm curious if this is another rodeo with somebody from the past that you're desiring, because we have the Knight of Swords in reverse, and thinking that some type of communication that you want to have, Leo witches, is not happening, and you're wondering, why is this not happening? It's not meant to happen. Let's look at their energy, Leo witches. Oh my gosh, I got the Ace of Swords. So that's like a whole new victory in their own mindset start in life. They are getting tied up possibly mentally with somebody new. Underneath was the Knave of Swords. I'm seeing that the communication with this person is very, they're not even trying to learn how to communicate. That is the strangest thing. They're having a new start with somebody, and they're probably honestly playing with somebody new. But they still haven't really took the time to learn their lessons about being a better communicator with love and what they give in love, because then we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So as far as them nurturing what kind of emotion, what kind of, I guess, even passion and sex that they give, they're not doing that. There is a Chariot in the upright. I feel like this person that you're interested in could be moving on. I'm sorry about that harsh reality. A lot of swords, though, kind of popping up. Ace of Swords, Knave of Swords in reverse, and the Justice is holding a very large sword. What is the challenge with this relationship besides what we might know? Okay, the 7 of Cups just flew out. The challenge is, Leo witches, you might actually have a few people that you're very interested in, and you just feel like maybe the one that you really want to come in is being really slow about coming in, but you also have so many different suitors and different like relationships, my Leo witches, Leos. Oh my gosh, like things are passionate with, there's very many passionate opportunities. But the one that you want to come in is slow to come in, because I see over here their energy is they are on a new path mentally, probably with somebody else. They're not giving them sex. They're not nurturing the sex in that relationship, but they're definitely getting emotionally attached, moving on, maybe like moving on with that new mindset, that ace. What are the positives to this relationship with Leo and their desired person, if any positive notes? The King of Swords. You guys must have really like had a mental connection, and that's why it's really hard to let go of this mental connection for you, Leo witches, because we have the King of Swords in the upright. So this is the positive aspects of the relationship, if any, which is still not really, in my opinion, looking very positive for love. It's an attention-seeking relationship on both of your parts, to be honest. And at this moment, I even am focusing more here on the positives of this relationship is you get like some type of mental stimulation from this person, but I just don't see any kind of other stimulation. I just feel the subservient energy that you give them. And then it's like you love chasing their attention. You just love chasing and trying to make this person happy. I don't see that that's healthy for you, though, Leo witches. They're not giving you what you're putting out either. Okay. Best advice for the Leo witches on this love reading, because this is rough. I got the Three of Cups in reverse popped out, signifying that this is not a satisfying emotional relationship, the one that you really want to come in, Leo witches. Out of all these opportunities, you really want this one to come in, and they're not giving you their attention. Maybe that's what you are turned on by and are chasing and are wasting your own life and time with, because then I also got best advice was also the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And in this picture depicted in the upright, this person is looking out the window, and then this person is the one coming up from behind, constantly maybe being the chaser too. And there's an aroma and an enticement to create a foundation. This person is trying to catch this other person's attention, but this person here is looking out the window. So you unfortunately have two people not meeting eye to eye on home, family, and partnership. So this person that you are just really putting a lot of like thought still into, and you already put an entire past decade into, I bet you it's been 7 to 10 years you put into this past person, maybe even more for some of you, but 7 looks very relevant in the years that you've invested in this person. But it's all been an attention-seeking game between you two, and I'm really sorry to say that. And the best advice was the 2 in reverse and the 3 in reverse. No third-party situations. There's no unfortunate emotional satisfaction. And then we have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. No more chasing games. Romance angels for this situation, because I'm feeling like we just got to get this cold, hard truth out. I bet you May's going to look a lot better, because there's a new cycle coming for you. There's definitely a new cycle, but what's going on in the romance angels for my Leo witches? What's going on with their love life? Ooh, I'm getting 2 messages. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So for my Leo witches who are living in the past or possibly the future too, the what ifs, like, well, what if we could reconnect? What if we could reconcile? What if they just called me? So, because I feel like the what ifs of the future are just as bad as you living in the past with being all sad that things didn't work out that way that you wanted them to. This is still what you're doing if you can pull yourself into the present moment. If you pull yourself into the present moment and be more appreciative and really reflect on how you behave. What are you looking for out of beauty and romance? Because I'm looking at that too. Like she's adoring and appreciating and valuing this rose by smelling it and taking the time to do so and acknowledge its presence. And I think that that's something that you need to do a little bit more in your life too, Leo, is be more acknowledging and appreciative and valuing of your own presence and the beautiful things that exist in your own garden. Yeah, honeymoon in reverse. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. And the only reason that I just kind of see this is more of a reverse is because it's with somebody else. It's like, don't worry about having this vacation or runaway or getaway with somebody else. Be more happy in your own garden and attract love, true love, by appreciating and valuing yourself and what you have already. You're a very beautiful, wonderful person, my Leo witches. And that's why I want to check your heart with the Lover's Oracle here. Let's check your beautiful heart right now. What's your heart feeling, Leo witches? Because that's the guide. That one did a real flip. And I had a feeling your heart had a lot of things to say, but it's not saying it, is it? I see balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So this absolutely means, you don't want a yes man. I've never known any Leo who just wants somebody to be like, yes, yes, yes. Leos love combat. They love a challenge and a chase, and they're hunters, and they really like to have to catch things that they love. But I also see here too, you're not looking for something that's just loosey-goosey and agreeable too, because you do have many suitors, and some, I'm sure, I hate to say this, but you're also a Leo, so some of your suitors are going to just worship you. And you're not wanting somebody that's a pushover and that just says yes either. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do. For it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So this is another thing, like don't do any kind of actions with people, suitors, that you just feel like you owe anybody. You don't owe anybody anything. Just because they like what you have doesn't mean that you owe them anything. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. And that's about that world in reverse. There's still a really long, arduous, painful cycle coming to an end. And then we can reap all of this beautiful benefit, right? So then the benefit can come afterwards. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. So this is absolutely true, my beautiful Leo witches, is that you can absolutely find joy and happiness and all that light from within instead of chasing it from without. Because I just keep seeing your lion self chasing down your lover, running after them, trying to do everything you can to make them feel comfortable, happy, loved, better. And that's so unlike a Leo in a certain degree too, because of the balance. Because as much as the female Leos are the chasers and the hunters, the male Leos, I think a lot of times kind of wait for other hyenas and animals to get that prey, and then they just come over and kick their ass out. And so there's many different ways that a Leo will hunt, but either way, there's got to be balance to why you're even hunting. What are you looking outside yourself for when it's all inside of you? Yeah, it's definitely all inside of you, my beautiful Leo witches. I am so thankful that you came and hung out and let me read your cards. It was such a beautiful day. You've been on my mind for like 2 days. So I'm really glad that we got to sit down and chit chat and get this reading going. Oh, my beautiful Leo witches. Take time to be appreciative and value of yourself and your own joy and light from within, okay? Cultivate it from within too. With this roses, you're the gardener of your own soul, so you can cultivate that love from within. Well, thank you so much for joining me, my beautiful witches. I am Ginger Rose from A Witch's Council, also formerly known as Amethyst Rose, from Witchcrafting, Tarot and Witchcrafting. Don't forget to join me on the Lovers Hermetic Supply. And until next time, my witches, peace, my witches.